This is a follow-up to a post, I believe a short or video, I'm not sure, that I had about these RAM intake right here, that the stock one can get brittle and deteriorated, and it breaks down. There's a lot of suction coming through because the turbo is right down there at the bottom of this tube. So this is an update of what I ended up doing. Was I found someone who was online selling their K&N setup, but it was just this tube. I don't find too much problem with the RAM box here because it has the active thing down in the bottom to let more air in. You can always replace this filter with a K&N OEM replacement size and fitment filter. But if you did that and you still had this, then you would still have the same problem, maybe even more of a problem if the K&N is allowing even more airflow or something to flow through here without restriction. So this was a perfect setup. You can see here it's even made to have this indention to clear this very easily moved hose. If you needed to, I suppose you could loosen that and twist it around or something. Oh, look at that. The oil guys at Walmart didn't even put my dipstick in all the way. So anyway, what this is doing very well is to just connect this K&N, a single mandrel bent, if you say. I know that's normally for exhaust, but the tubing here is actually continuously staying consistent with its diameter, but it goes down there. There we go, and connects directly to the turbo. Then up here, just these two bands that you connect it to the stock setup, and I've had no problem since then. I guess maybe I could say it seemed like there was a little bit of a little more pickup from the airflow was better. But if you look at the other video on the channel, if it's a short, I think it's a short, not a full video, it showed how the corrugated material actually, just from the miles and age, I guess, deteriorated. And with the tuning that I have to have more turbo boost suction pulling on this, it actually broke the material, made a crack in it, and the truck started running funny because it didn't have a sealed system when the turbo was pulling vacuum through here. So anyway, if that helps, this was, I can't remember, this was $50 or $75 from somebody who, I guess they had replaced the whole box up here. Anyway, I don't know why it was that they didn't have the whole setup and they only had this part. And within a day or so of my other video short showing how I temporarily fixed the stocks tubing here, I found this one. I think it was about 45 minutes, maybe an hour away from me too, and I went all the way, drove to get it because this was a perfect setup. Again, as you can see, the tubing is just it's very large, and same diameter as the inlet here. It just continues that all the way down to the turbo with no obstructions. Doesn't have that filter or baffle or anything in it. Obviously K&N did that on purpose when you're replacing their whole system, but the combination of these two seems to be working well. I don't know if I'll ever do anything else unless I see some real proof numbers that it would be necessary. Guess that's all I have to say about that. You might want to see here, look, I have I'm actually using marine batteries in the truck, and this has been working well too. So in this climate that I'm in, the marine batteries don't have a problem. They're actually if you know that marine batteries are made with larger plates, so they have their pros and cons, but it's working good here. I do have plans to try to convert this truck's batteries to lithium ion. They're quite expensive, but there are lithium ion batteries that will weigh a whole lot less than stock batteries. Take probably 50 pounds off of each one, because they barely weigh 15 pounds each, the lithium ion ones, and I believe these weigh somewhere around 60 to 75 pounds. So take 40-50 pounds, out of the front end off of here. So conservatively take 80 pounds out of the front end of the truck. That will be pretty beneficial for all performance wise. Anyway, make any comments or questions you have about anything that you see, or any questions. Check out some other content that I post about this truck, and anything else that comes to mind that has to do with automotive. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.